How's it going, everybody? I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we're talking about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw it recently.
Yes, we did.
Not that date or time matters.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
My expectations were all over the place, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the commercials for this movie have been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I remember seeing like the short teasers in the theater, like so
June, July.
like last year, I think.
Oh, really?
Like the end of last year. So I felt like I was tired of it.
Yeah.
And then everyone was saying it's the best Spider-Man movie. So I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't overhyped.
Yeah.
But I was also hoping like it was good because at first when I saw it as a cartoon, I was like, or animated, I was like, eh.
Right.
I was like, I wasn't gonna see it because it wasn't like a live action superhero movie.
Right.
So I was like, I can probably not see it. But then I started hearing the reviews that it was great.
Yeah, and I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the best Spider-Man movie, but certainly like
It's damn good.
Up there.
Yeah.
Better than a lot of them.
Oh yeah, and like the comedy was good.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like overly funny. Like it was funny a lot of the time, but it was like well done.
Yeah, it wasn't like a joke a second, but like there were quite a lot of jokes, but like it didn't overtake it, and it didn't overtake like the emotional significance of a lot of the stuff.
Yeah,
like,
because there was very sharp contrast between like comedy and then like just raw like emotion, like just like between the father, the uncle, like everything. It was just crazy.
Which was surprisingly done really well.
Yeah.
Because like it's like an animated movie and like a lot of big talk, and you could tell from the commercials about like this sort of cutting edge look. Like, it looks like a comic book come to life.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought it'll either look good or it'll be good. But it managed to both look good and have good plot and good story and good comedic timing, but good emotional stuff as well. Like it was pretty sprightly. Good action too.
Yeah, definitely. And then I felt like the other Spider-Man that they added in were like good choices. Out of all the Spider-Man you could have chose, I thought they chose like very well with them. And it also showed off like we had talked about like different animation styles all in the same movie.
Right.
Like all at the same time, there's different styles.
It's
happening.
cool, like some of those shots where you have all of them, and it's like you have the Spider-Ham who looks very like Looney Tunes-ish.
Yeah.
Then you have like Penny Parker, and she looks straight out of an anime, and like Spider-Man Noir, and he looks like
like a
different.
newspaper thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like the way it like meshes together looks so cool, and it's like so unique.
Yeah, it's very well done
Yeah.
as far as the animation goes.
Yeah.
Song choices I thought were great.
Really good. There was a song towards the end, which I haven't really listened to the soundtrack yet. I was like waiting for the movie. There was a song towards the end, I think when Miles like officially like puts on the suit. That was like really cool. I forget which one it was.
Was that the one about like fear or something like that? Or you
so.
can't fear but something?
Something, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
that
about.
montage where it's like the scenes from throughout the movie and then he goes off the building, like
Yeah.
it was like awesome. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, like he's
when
Spider-Man.
when he was swinging through, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It really, like it you get that sort of, you get to that point which, like good superhero movies, I think what they, the mark of a good superhero movie for me is when it builds to that moment, you like,
Yeah, like when they become that superhero, yeah.
And I thought this one did that really well. You feel that. You're like, yes, he's Spider-Man now. Like,
Right.
and when he is finally Spider-Man, he's like, awesome.
Yeah, he's good at it, yeah. And it's like, wait, there was that drastic of a change in 5 seconds?
Yeah.
But yeah, also I thought the movie was like really good because it was animated.
Yeah.
Like thinking about it, like if they had done it live action, it wouldn't have had the same like impact.
Yeah.
Like it was just like a light movie at the same time with like super sad like emotional scenes. But at the same time, like because it was animated, I thought it was great.
And what's funny is like probably the problem with some of the worst Spider-Man movies is the villain problem. Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 are known for their issue with packing too many villains in the movie. However, this one probably had the most villains, Spider-Verse. Yeah. But I think because it's in an animated medium, it just is able to work.
Yeah, it just worked.
You don't need like a huge backstory. It's like, yep, that's the Green Goblin, or like the villains kind of come in and out of the movie.
Yeah, and you're not like trying to dwell on it. Like, yeah, I feel like when they go live action, it's like, well, we're paying for the character to look like the way he is, so we have to show that character. People want to see it. Yeah. But yeah, with the animation one, it's like, oh, there's Green Goblin, and then he was gone, and then you're like okay about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he's coming back.
Right. And it's like, I think also just because of the way the story was, like the story was about like Miles, like at the main center of it. Then the bigger story is the spiderverse aspect.
Right.
And like getting these other spider people back. So like the villains weren't like the main
focus of it. Right.
So like you can use all these different villains for fun and for action scenes and stuff, but it doesn't like hinge on the villain, which I thought was cool. And there were some surprise villains in there too, which they amazingly did not ruin in the commercials. Yeah,
which I feel like nowadays with trailers, it's like they're trying to show you everything that's in the movie in hopes that you'll be like, oh, they're in it, that's in it, oh my god, we have to see it. But at the same time, you're kind of like, I feel like I already saw it.
Right.
It's like, exactly. I think I'm okay now.
I think that was another like part of my enjoyment of it. Honestly, was like I was seeing things in the movie that I didn't know were gonna happen.
Right.
So I felt like I was just experiencing it more. And I guess like you could just say, oh well, don't watch trailers, but like,
how can you not?
How can you not?
Yeah. With every movie you go to, there's 20 minutes to a half hour of trailers beforehand.
Right. Like in like Avengers Endgame was like pretty like, you know, just on a teasing level. They didn't reveal much at all. And I hope they don't, because they don't have to.
Yeah. No.
Everyone is gonna go see it.
Exactly.
So like why?
Yeah. Why ruin it? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, overall, I didn't know Nick Cage was in this movie.
Yeah, I'm glad he was.
I'm glad he was.
Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah, Spider-Man Noir was actually like a huge standout.
Yeah,
which I didn't expect.
Yeah, like a few like good one-liners.
Like I thought John Mulaney, Spider-Ham would be the big breakout funny, and he was really funny. But like Spider-Man Noir,
yeah, like took it every time. Yeah, yeah, it was just like, and like I said, I feel like the lineup of characters that they chose were good.
Yeah.
And then kind of we talked about too, I guess one of the bad things would just be like the one anime one that they chose kind of felt like she was just there to show off that you can have different animation styles.
Yeah.
Which like, don't get me wrong, like obviously she played a part in it in the robot, but at the same time I was kind of like, you know, out of all of them, would have been just fine like without her too.
Yeah, she kind of felt like she kind of stuck out a little. But yeah, it may have just been to be like, hey, look at this, like this is different.
Right.
It's like a different kind of animation. Which I did like those. Like I liked the action scenes where like her action scenes looked like anime. Like that was
right. Cool. Yeah. Whereas his looked like comic books. It looked like a newspaper comic. Like
but yeah, that was probably the one character that wasn't really hashed out much, but was still pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it was cool to have it in there.
But you know, overall, like definitely go see it. Go see it so they make more of these and less of other things.
Yeah, and less of like live action crappy ones. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out as the Avengers craze approaches and more Marvel movies come out. We'll definitely be talking about more of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep an eye out, subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias.
Yeah, and we will be ranking all the Spider-Man movies shortly. We might even be doing it within seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
And this has been another episode of Cantina Reviews. Every third time. Ah, shit!
That could have been much worse.
Yeah. Everything.
Cool, our blooper.
Yeah.